Preacher here. This is a day in the life of a biker. And you know what? It's been a great week. It's been a little hot. Well, it's been a lot hot everywhere. But it's still been a good time to get out and ride and hang out. You know, I went to bike night on Thursday night and got to have a snow cone. Hey, you know, how many times do we go to bike runs and get snow cones these days? Anyway, we did that. I got to go out to the Asphalt Kinsman run with my brother Gabe, and we had a good time. You know what? That was an awesome run, by the way. And then afterwards, this is my 23rd anniversary with my wife. We went over and hung out with Gino, celebrated his mom's birthday and his birthday and our anniversary, and we got to sit around and talk with a few guys that are no longer in the club scene and just hang out. You know, some of these relationships we build when we're in clubs, some of them are lifelong relationships. Even if the club don't last, the relationship should. And it's awesome to get out and do that. You know, that reminds me, when I founded Enraged for Christ, when I founded the Christian club I was in, I remember getting approached by the other MCs, and I remember these MCs saying to me, hey, you know what we like about you guys? What's different about you guys? You guys stop and you eat with us. You hang out with us. You guys actually don't just run from us. And we appreciate that. And you know, in that kind of situation, it made these guys more open to hear from us, to let us tell them about Jesus. And sadly, as I look around this year at the motorcycle scene, I don't see any of the Christian clubs out hardly at all. They're missing. It's like, I don't know if they're passing the responsibility on to another club, another Christian club, and another Christian club is passing on to the other. But when I go out to runs, they're not there. They're missing. Few of them I've talked to have said, oh, we just want to hang out amongst ourselves. You know, that's kind of what the Pharisees did, right? Jesus didn't hang out in the temple all the time. He went out and from among the rest, shared his love, shared his message. And we're called to do the same. We're to go out into the world and make disciples. We're not to wait for the world to come to us. We're not to hide in a shell. You know, in Mark chapter 2, verses 13 to 17, it says, once again, Jesus went out beside a lake, and a large crowd came to him and he began to teach them. And as he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. Follow me, Jesus told him. And Levi got up and followed him. And while he was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were eating with him and his disciples. For there were many that followed him. When the teachers of the law, who were Pharisees, saw him eat with sinners and tax collectors, they asked, why? They asked his disciples, why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners? On hearing this, Jesus told them, it is not the heavenly who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinner. Now stop and think about this. Jesus eating with these guys wasn't him going out and sinning with these guys, but it gave him a chance to be able to have a common ground. And you know, I remember when I went out and was eating amongst the MCs, that's what they told me, that was the difference. And I had many come to prayer and come for questions about the Bible. And so my question is, where are the Christian clubs? Why aren't you there? Quit running from your calling. Anyway, little food for thought. Keep it shiny side up. Be blessed.